charming in the hood. I've been tapping into memory, been misunderstood. I've been vibing, I've been minding, I've been riding crash conscious. Ego kinda big, yeah, I'm slightly obnoxious. In a loop with a zoo every day. I'm a loose, selfish on my terms, cause I've been given, been kind, been silly, been blind. Now I'm tired of what you say, what you got from me. Life's a game of numbers, so obviously I roll the dice, play nice, fly high, starry-eyed, worldwide dreaming. Find the life meaning, believing in anything that keeps my soul feeling. My freedom's extreme, and I need this knowledge, yeah, I water life feeding. The universe connection and the weed help me feel it. In my body, in my soul, explore the unknown, the unknown, the unknown. Round we go. Can never really find a place to we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. It's like round we go. I never really find a place to we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. I need a minute, I'm tripping, I'm missing, I'm flipping. I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom's in it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my seeds are in it. The journey, I see no limit. Spirit, science, astrophysical shit. I need a hit, it's something lit. It's a shame, it's not legit. It's just way too hard to get. How they regulate this shit? It's illuminated shit. Round we go. And never really find a place to breathe and call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. It's like round we go. I never really find a place to breathe and call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I don't wanna go home. I need a minute, I'm tripping, I'm missing when I'm flipping. I need a minute, I know I'm distant. My freedom's in it, my dreams are in it. My conscience, my seeds are in it. The journey, I see no limit. Spirit, science, astrophysical shit. I need a hit, it's something lit. It's a shame, it's not legit. It's just way too hard to get. How they regulate this shit? It's illuminated shit. Round we go. And never really find a place to we can call home. And every day researching, digging into our souls. I'm feeling like an alien, I wanna go home. It's like
mic check. Alright, does look like we have a signal. Fantastic. Alright, welcome back. I had to tap in today for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Of course, this is not a clickbait or a clout chasing video or anything like that, or anything of that type of nature. Shout out to those that are covering this, whether you've got low hanging fruit or not, but it's a shame that you're not getting the low hanging fruit to go with your reporting and your journalism. Once again, we've seen this over here. We've seen these type of situations by the numbers so many times. Turn this down and turn it in. Right, so many times. It's just, I mean, at this stage and at this point, it's like, okay. Are they really gonna do one so blatant, brazenly open like this one, rather than, oh, you know, somebody close to them just died in whatever type of accident, or, you know, they get found dead in the bath, you know, they love the bath symbolism and all this type of stuff. Now, if you don't know the story concerning Celeste, I'll give you a tiny bit of a breakdown. Yeah, give me one moment here to be. Now, this particular story concerning David Anthony Burke, a singer that's been doing the rounds to some capacity, currently touring, currently just had an album released this year. We're going to get to all the dates and the numbers that I've got thus far. But what makes this so crazy is the fact that the decomposing, dismembered body has been found in the back of his car while he's on world tour. And just to quickly say as well, you know, you got the movie Him, Him. You know, we covered that, right? There's some capacity over here. If you haven't seen the entries recently, go figure. And it is interesting. Because we're going to get to the numbers. I'm just holding out for a sec here. Also, if you are catching this transmission, although I'm just speaking audio, because I'm probably going to do this again with a video version as well. So, you know, full video and verbal. Again, for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. You know, so she's not spinning in her grave on her transition elsewhere, and hopefully she don't have to come back here. But my point is, you know, so she's not spinning in her grave like, oh shit, nobody caught it, nobody saw that. No. Some of us definitely can kind of see what there. But as I say, I'll do a video and a verbal later on tonight or tomorrow. But what I'm going on to say is, you can actually follow this stream. I've just put up 20 pictures, 30 pictures, yeah? So if you go to my community wall post, we're going to be going through those slides as I'm talking. So, you know, it's a bit more interactive for you today, yeah? Again, I will do a video and a verbal later on tonight or tomorrow. Again, you got to do this for this girl. Apparently, he was doing a lot of Freddy Krueger activities as well. When he clocked the age, and he was on her since 11, then she goes missing at age 13. Because again, her birthday is just passed, right? Which was the 7th of December. And she got found the day after. So the first dub play is, I'll quickly say right here. If you note the thumbnail, what is it showing you? It shows you David Burke, because of course, you know, first and last name. Right? David Burke, aka David, right? David Anthony Burke, again, minus the middle name. And that's an English ordinal. Again, if you are on the community wall post, just, you know, it's just there. All right, go to the community wall post. We're going to be going through these slides, yeah? So again, David Burke, David the singer. His name equates to 97. You can see it right there in green. All right, his name equates to 97, right? D the 4th, A the 1st, V the 22nd, I the 9th letter, D the 4th again, right? And then add up his second name, or his last name, excuse me, right? 97. Death equals 97. And of course, the date can be said the other way around as well. 7/9, right? This is September 7th, right? That's the girl's birthday. If you look to the left and zoom in, or if you do it on the slide or find out one of the slides, you can zoom in. But anyway, you should be able to see it. Right? You've got the actual missing persons poster that was going around, yeah? The girl's birthday is September 7th. So again, David Burke equals 97, September 7th. The girl's birthday is September 7th. Again, the word death equals 97. And again, you can say the date the other way around, of course, 7th of September. The word murder equals 79. Now, if you're not up to speed with why these numbers are so important, just go figure. Just keep going through the videos. Just simply keep going through the videos and the information. Yeah. Now, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. When's her birthday? When's her birthday? Oh, sorry. When did she get found? Excuse me. She got found the day after her birthday, yeah? So again, birthday is the 7th of September, or September 7th, whatever you want to say it. All right. Again, remember, David Burke, 97. She gets found in the Tesla car the day after her birthday. September 8th, 98, yeah? If you write out Celeste Rivas Hernandez, it equals 98 in full reduction. As you can see in dark blue if you're looking at the slides. Or the thumbnail. Be easier quickly if you just go to the thumbnail of the show. We'll just go past part 1 with the show notes, and then you'll be on the correct slide. Also, I'll quickly say it now. Interesting that they mentioned he has 33 million monthly Spotify listeners. This is, of course, coming from mainstream news. Of course, they have to mention 33 again. Magic equals 33. Sex equals 33. More than likely they had hanky panky. More than likely groomed her in. Again, remember the ages that we already spoke about now. And as we know, magic, sex, both of those equal 33. Again, 33 degrees of Freemasonry. This has got clear Freemasonic hallmarks, or is it all organic? I'm leaning to ritual sacrifice, personally. Could it happen organically? Yeah, it could. Of course, there's a chance it could. There's a chance that could he be, clean as a whistle? Could he get off scot-free? Bust case, you know what I mean? We'll get to that. Is that a possibility? And is there any narrative maybe that they're trying to throw in there? So, give him some wiggle room. We'll get to that if you're not up to speed with what's been happening. So again, police, people, order, society, masonry, secrecy, sex and magic all equal 33. They say he's got 33 million monthly Spotify listeners. I mean, give me a break. Yeah, again, she gets found on 9/8. Celeste Rivas Hernandez equals 98. Again, she gets found September 8th. Again, David Burke, 97, like the day before, with her birthday, interestingly. September 7th, again, murder 79, death 97, David Burke 97. Also, I see, sometimes they're trying to, on the news article I saw, they're trying to be like, what is it? you know, going, oh, conspiracy theorists are saying this and that, when actually it's this date and not this other date and whatever. These times easily cleared it up with what they tried to do there. And as I say, and if you don't look, you know what I mean? So you didn't catch it all beforehand, and then, as I say, you know, you catch that type of article, you might be, oh, you saw it through somebody else. He didn't go extra mile to have a real look. If that person didn't give you, you know, the full factorial, you know, the facts, which we'll get to in a moment, right? With the timing and releasing of Romantic Homicide. Now, one of the dates for the song, I'm pretty sure, was July 20th. Right. July 20th. And I think it was, let me get to my dates here on my other slide. So now we're going to go to part one. I'm going to quickly scoot forward. Oh yeah, here it is. I think it's the third slide. Third and fourth one here. Hold on. Remember to tap the slides as well when you get there. So you can see it properly here. And if need be, you know, pinch and widen your fingers to zoom in. So yeah, 20th of July 2022. Right. And so you've got, hold up here. So official audio, 20th of July, and then a couple months later, must be the full video, and the full video came out on the girl's birthday. Remember David Burke 97, Death 97, the girl's birthday is September 7th, 97th, yeah? Also, she died on the day with a life lesson of 25? We'll get to those slides in a moment. Pretty sure it was 25, but we'll get back to that anyway. Because of course, Faustin bargain comes in, right? When you get to the next day with the numbers that you get with that. So yeah, and he's born on the 28th of March. We'll get back to him and do some real-time decodes. Or I think, you know what? I haven't said it in today's transmission thus far, but I did catch this story about a week back and did start looking at some things. So I may just scoot back and find those slides when I get there, even though I haven't put them on the wall, rather than me doing it, you know, being extra in real time and stuff. But anyway, he's born 28th of March, yeah? But if need be, we'll get back to him. He's currently 20 years old. And the song, it was, what is it? It was a 118. And the significance of that, because it's 1 month and 18 days from the audio release. Again, the song's got two releases. The main video is when the girl died, September 7th. David Burke, his actual name, David, right? D4VD, his actual name, David Anthony Burke. Drop the middle name, like first and last name. David Burke equals 97. The word death equals 97. Yeah? Isn't it the same day Tupac got shot and died a few days after? I'm sure Tupac Shakur equals 139, like the day that he died, going back to Freemasonry. Not to mention again, Death 97, and you can say the date the other way, right? 9/7. Remember, that's the girl's birthday with the Celeste girl, yeah? With this other case. Although I'm quickly talking about Tupac. Again, murder 79, death 97. Again, the death can be said either way. And just to quickly say, always remember, very easy, 213 days after Tupac's last main album, when he was alive, in Black History Month. He had a tiny bit of involvement with Black Panther, right, via his mum and stuff like that, allegedly, right? So the story goes: Black Panther and Black History Month 213, death and nigger equal 213, racism equals 213. Imagine he dies, gets shot by drive-by shooting, which equals 213. 213 days, again 213, 213 days after the release of that album, which came out on February 13th. I mean, what are the odds? Come on. And then he dies a couple of days later on the 13th of September, again through Masonry 139, Tupac Shakur equals 139. But anyway, so it's going back to this now with Celeste, it's 1 month and 18 days. All right, 1 month and 18 days from 20th of July with the romantic homicide 118. And please note, oops, hold up here, I'm playing the wrong thing, hold up. That's there. And do note, Celeste Rivas Hernandez equals 118. He made a song called Romantic Homicide. The word homicide equals 118. And this is from the audio released on the YouTube and wherever else, all the other platforms. And then to must be the music video, right? Go on this channel, you can see it for yourself. Again, Celeste Rivas Hernandez equals 118. Also, Celeste Hernandez without the middle name equals 79 and 83. Murder equals 83. You got the song by the band called The Police that came out in 1983 called Murder by Numbers. You know, feel free to read the lyrics. Again, the mums apparently have said that she did hear of her daughter seeing somebody called David and that she's been, you know, missing. Again, if you go to screenshot slide 2, you can see the missing persons poster. Interested in the phone number with the last 4 digits, drop the 0, 199. Again, sacrifice 46 and 62. Faustin bargain, the day that she gets found, the day after her birthday. You got the 62 numerology. Yeah. 62, Faustin bargain 62. So death equals 118 again. 1 month, 18 days, 118. Spiritual equals 118. Death equals 118. Homicide equals 118. Again, Celeste Rivas Hernandez equals 118. And you got 1 month, 18 days. And again, the day that she died on, time death RIP 25. You got a life lesson of 25. Again, I'm on screen or screenshot slide number 9, 9 of 10, right, in part 1. Homicide in Latin, you can see Jewish. It's being renamed, it's the purple one, but anyway, Latin. 118, yeah. Also know it equals 42, we'll get back to that. There is a connection on the dates with the 42 with homicide, so you're going to see that as well. Now, Note that David Anthony Burke equals 194. If you go to, oh my god, hold up, part 2, but I didn't realize I was on the wrong slide. Or it was already on the last slide from when I was looking on there before or since we started the transmission, checking some slides. And actually, I know exactly which one it was now. It was before we started with the extra slides that I put up there with the shush connection with the tattoo, right? Because the body, then if you've seen like Rihanna, who goes out with the other one that likes to kill his friends. Well, they both do actually. That's what I always say. You know, they're the match made in heaven. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. That is a match made in heaven, mate. Because they've both done a good few blood sacrificial rituals with those close to them, friends or family or whatever. If you haven't ever seen, as I always mention, check out GQ interview ASAP Rocky. Yeah, and listen to what he says. Then feel free to show me that, or re-show me, or let me know if you've seen it. I can't remember the name of the music song now. It's a music video song or whatever. ASAP Rocky, but in it, he's standing inside the pentagram and he's got the contract that he's signing, yeah, with a couple of his boys or whatever. I'm pretty sure a couple of them have died in that time since that signing, so go figure. Can't remember the guy's name, or one of them. Damn near double figures now. I think he's got his dad died, his brother died, one of the main starters of the ASAP, you know, the you know, the whole you know, the team or whatever. There's been a whirl of them, mate. Fucking truck and trailer loads. It's ridiculous. So keep in mind, romantic homicide David equals 193, and also you got his full name that equals 194. Keep that in mind now, yeah? We'll get back to that in a sec. Why am I seeing that now? Oh shit, hold up. David Burke. Hold up, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. It is. From the day she went missing to the day she's found is 17 months, and because remember she went missing in 2024, right? Okay, go to part 1 and quickly go back to pick number 2, and then you can see the missing person poster. All right, she's been last seen April 5th. Yeah? April 5th. And April 5th, 2024 to when she gets found, the next day after her birthday, right, is 17 months and 4 days. Also, I'm sure disappeared or disappearing, I don't think it's vanished. Basically, she went missing on a day with a numerology of 53, 4 and 5, 20 and 24, 53. Also, Q 17, you've got the life lesson 17, 4 and 5, 2 and 0, 2 and 4 equals 17. Mason, or masonry equals 17. 270th day of the year, drop the 0, 27. Ritual equals 27. And 45. No, is it 45 ritual? Let me quickly double check. Hold up here. Give me 1 moment here. Let me just quickly check. Is it 45 as well? No, you got the 18, 81, 27. Just Triple check. I'm leaning that it is. Yeah, it is 45. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 81, 27, 45. It's the same forward and backwards with ordinal. So you get 81 twice. But anyway, ritual equals 45 and 27, yeah. Also note sacrificial lamb. Remember we spoke about the 118? Sacrificial lamb equals 118 as well. Again, the day she got found. Or the day the day that she gets found, the day numerology. Of course, 9 and 8, of course, day numerology won't change. But anyway, 7 and 8 equals 17. Q 17, like, she had the life lesson. 4 and 5, 2 and 0, 2 and 4 equals 17. Again, April 5th, 2024, right? Gives you a life lesson of 17. Q 17. But anyway, David Burke, 103. So from 2024 to when she gets found the day after her birthday, 17 months, 3 days, excuse me. Yeah, and then you got David Burke equates to 173. Like 17 months, 3 days. Go figure. Hernandez 40, the 40th prime, I'm pretty sure is 173. And 4 represents death and foundation. So go figure on that as well. Now, quickly, going back to the 93s. I mean, the 33. Remember, they said he's got 33 million monthly Spotify listeners, right? And we know they love a 33, as I already explained. But for the umpteenth bazillionth, tens of thousands of times. But anyway, Celeste equals 33, and again, the 33rd prime. We got a 137 that's going to come up. I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyway, just keep that in mind. We have got a 137 coming up. But yeah, Celeste equals 33. Go figure. He's currently on the Withered tour. That's the name of his current tour, right? Withered. And the album released 25th of April. Withered, withering away, so to speak. Interesting. April 25th. April 25th. And again, her birthday this year, we had a life lesson of 25, right? Then the next day, interesting. I'm pretty sure I already said, of course, the date can be said the other way. 79 or 97 with September 7th or 7th of September. But anyway, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'll quickly say it now just to cover myself. I think I did, but I'll just say it anyway. Celeste Hernandez equates to 79 and 83. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before. And be sure to check the movie recommendations, some of which are even on YouTube, I've been checked a couple of them the other day, they're definitely still there, so. And know I mentioned Murder by Numbers today, the music song via the band called The Police. Be sure to read the lyrics for the song. And it came out in 1983, Murder 83, Celeste Hernandez 83. Be sure to look up the movie poster for the Sandra Bullock film, Murder by Numbers. I can't remember. Sorry. I can't remember if her name equates to 38 or 83. It's one of the two. And then the movie got released with that type of time span, 3 months, 8 days or whatever, or 8 months, 3 days from her birthday. But anyway, on the movie poster, you see that they changed the E to a 3 and a B to the number 8. Yeah, so go figure. And it's not arbitrary, it's not random. It is not random, mate. Just like the situation here, there is just no way. Like, I've done some of the low-hanging fruits with the numbers, and then I heard the lady from the news when she said he's got 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify. I said, oh my God, it's a wrap. Whether he gets off or not, listen. Yeah. They do some technicals and he gets off. As we'll get to a possibility that they might use something I slightly mentioned earlier for some wiggle room, which I definitely did say that earlier, but we'll get to that anyway. We get to it on the slides, but yeah, get withered. And again, it's currently on tour, on the Withered tour, right? Withered, withering away. Oh, well, I see. Do you know what? I'll see how this goes. Because that's why I didn't make a video this time around, because it's like, boy, we're showing you the same thing, but I thought, let me do it interactive. I might just do the same one again. I don't know. I'll see later on tomorrow. Or both. Might do both. Because as I say, this goes beyond myself. This is it's not for clicks and that, specific type of views and clout chasing on somebody that passed, excuse me. So somebody here, they're saying on slide 5, part 2. Yeah. Slide 5, part 2. You can see somebody saying this guy's a Freddy Krueger from what I've heard. Saying that the sister told him in the 9th grade that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C. Of course, Celeste, right? She would go on trips with him to LA. Again, LA, the city of fallen angels. People just get corrupt, boy. Or they're already polarized to be corrupt, either or. And they just want more, boy. Or, I'm not saying for this case, but sometimes you get into something that you didn't realize how deep you're in. You sign the contract and in 2-2s, your handler just whispers something in your ear's corner, right? Because you got that, you got to go on, however you got the message, whisper in your ear from the Svengali handlers. when you got a message on your phone, or a low level handler brought you the message, or a high level handler, whatever, brought you the message to look at on their phone, coming from the high upper echelons that are highly concentrated and riddled with dark entities that control them. The shit that's really pulling the strings from beyond the I don't know how to say it. From the Zombieland side, basically. Oh, mate. And the next one, as I say, I'll condense it if possible. But of course, I don't want to be, rambling too quickly or talking quickly. It's not that I'm rambling as such. Because sometimes you don't want to go too quick. But I'll see. I might try and condense it a bit. Just stick to all the points, no sidebars. I'll just refer them to this video, Yeah, basically, just saying, the person saying there's definitely something strange going on here. This is the one from Alpha Tango Cheesecake. Right, so remember I said Homicide is 42? Well, you should have saw it on the slide. And look, you got the alternative span 137 days. Remember Celeste equals what again? And this is from the album release, 25th of April. Excuse me. To when they find Celeste, her body in the car, the Tesla car, at the Hollywood Toe. I think that's what it was called. Hollywood Toe place. Whatever it's called. I'm sure it was Hollywood Toe. But anyway, you got the 42, 4 months, 2 weeks. Of course, if I uncheck the date there, uncheck the blue box, it will be 0, not 1. Yeah. But anyway, 42. And Homicide equals 42. What was the song title again? It was Romantic Homicide. What are the odds? Homicide 42. I've got a 137, Celeste 33, the 33rd prime is 137. There you can see the alternative span, 137 days. Go on my community wall. We're in part 2 with the slides. Screenshot number 6. Yeah, you can join along. This is interactive for you today. Yeah, I might come on again, do a full video. I don't know yet. But for Celeste, at the very least, I'm putting out one with the real dub plates and things to think about and marinate in your brain, rather than a specific type of echo chamber. Not the other alternative span. What is that? 19 weeks and 4 days. Did I not tell you to look out for something? Let me hold up. It should be coming up. Shoot. Hold up here. Hold up here. Is it the next slide? Yeah, well, no, it's the one after that one. We're on 8. Number 8, yeah? Part 2 with the slides. The 8th picture. Go on my community wall. David Anthony Burke equals 194. Yeah? 194, like 19 weeks and 4 days. Now, And note that romantic homicide, David, go to number 10. We're about to go to part 3 now anyway. Right, part 3. Now I'm looking at the day before now. So part 3, slide 1, 1 of 9. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? You know we have to drop this one real quick. Trust me. Interesting. Very interesting that you got 19 weeks and 3 days. Remember we just spoke about 19 and 4. David Anthony Burke, 194, right? Again, this is from the release of Withered album to we just did it for the day after. Well, sorry, the day after her birthday when she gets found. And now we're looking at the day before she gets found, which is her birthday day, right? We've gone over this already earlier. Go figure. David Burke equals 97. But anyway, again, Def 97. We went over it already. Bam. Again, the homicide still fits in as well. Yeah. The 42. And you've got what? Romantic homicide. David equals 19 weeks and 3 days. 193. I mean, give me a break here. Wow. That is a dub plate. I mean, what can I say about that? Wow. I remember the 44th prime is 194. Again, kill and execution equals 44. And again, hold up. Let me see something here. Hold up. Give me one moment here. Burke equals 33. Actually checking something else, but I almost forgot to say Burke equals 33 as well. So you got Celeste 33, Burke 33, and all the rest that goes with that. Also Celeste Hernandez 74, like Masonic and killing. Again, Celeste Hernandez 74, like Masonic and killing. I know it's in his name, but he has got the sacrifice stuff in there as well. And then it's going to go back to all the Faustin bargain, aka deal with the devil. And again, the day her body gets found, you got the numerology of 62. Sacrifice and Faustin bargain both equal 62. That's right, I think that's about it here. Oh, and when the album dropped, it came out this year with a numerology of 74. We just spoke about 74 just, not even a minute ago. Go figure. We're on part 3 of the slides now, yeah? So part 3, slide 1. And you've got the, so I already spoke about the 225. Again, time to RP 25. She died on a day with a lifeless and a 25. 9 and 7, 2 and 0, 2 and 5, 25. Not only that, it's the 250th day of the year. Drop the 0, 25. Again, time death RIP equals 25. I forgot to say earlier, RIP also equals 83. So of course that goes with, you know, murder and such. Also, she died on the day leaving. Oh my god, I'm just seeing this now. Why am I just seeing this now? The release of the Withered album. So that came out on the 25th. But not only that, as we just gone over the Life Lesson 25, how many days into the year as of the girl's birthday, right? And all the other stuff that go with that day that we discussed already concerning September 7th. But anyway, it's a mirrored reflection with the in days and remaining days concerning the year. So you got the day of the release of the album, it leaves 250 days as where the girl's birthday, the day, you know, big day in question, along with the day after when she gets found. Anyway, you got the 250, the 250th day of the year, leaving 115. And again, when Withered came out, it is the 115th day rather than leaving 115 days anyway. And we know killing and Masonic equal 115. And we just spoke about the 74 concerning killing and Masonic with the girl's name, Celeste Hernandez. On a day, the release of the album. So again, I mean, it's a doublet. On a day of a life lesson of 38. Wow. Found dead, collapse, destroy. You know, murder 38. Again, murders 38 and 83. Right. So yeah, I've kind of already highlighted it all now, but literally on the slides it is now being highlighted with the 194s and stuff. So again, what slide is this? 5 part 3. So slide 5 out of 9 part 3. Hollywood Toe 137 and 61. That goes with her birthday rather than the day that she was found. But maybe we had the 137 with all that. You'd have to go back through the slides because I can't be bothered right now. Hold up, do you know what we're gonna look? We're gonna look for Celeste, mate. Yes, with the day she's found from the release of the Withered. And remember, right now he's on that Withered tour. He's touring, right? And again, wow, fucking hell. So you got the 19 weeks with the 4 days. Remember that goes with his name, right? Is it his full name? David Anthony Burke. And then anyway, you got the alternate response with the 137, which we already spoke about heavily concerning 33. Magic and sex and whatever. And now we've got Hollywood Toe. Interesting. So as I say, the real shame. Look at him. This low-hanging fruits, which is the real gems. It's not going to be seen or heard by anybody. But as I say, I'll do this stream again later. And let's quickly get to this bit here now. Hold on. Yeah, so here's the bit in the news now, which they may even use to give him wiggle room, right? Where it says, if you go to part 3, 8 out of 9 slides, right, and read it, you can see what I'm reading. So they shows interactive. Go to the community wall. But anyway, somebody just joined the live stream. That's why I said that. So I don't know who's there. So anyway, yeah, it goes. It says here. It goes on to say here that it's unclear if David gave the car to someone to use or if it may have been stolen. We've been told he's cooperating with the police investigation. And then this guy here, where I got the screenshot from, the person that's read, because you can see my you can see what I wrote there, right on the right hand side of the screenshot slide. But anyway, Sedi Nash. And as I say, I mean, what I haven't already said, for all the differentials and, you know, the type of people that you get on the internet that either don't realize for what they could be saying or giving additional information, or they'll come across the information anyway and just be like, oh, nonsense. Or you've got the ones that well and know what go on. Yeah. But they just like to, you know, keep people dumb and in a different type of despair, rather than whether it's organic or not. At least, as I say, you can find some type of reason and, you know, and comfort in just knowing this, especially on the organic side. You know, I'm not saying this situation is organic. As I say, there's a code playing out. Is somebody causing amplification to the code that's playing out? And can you use the code for your benefit? And, you know, other people, you know, in unison. Because people don't clock what's going on. Even though it's right in your face. Again, be sure to check out the be sure to check out the movie selection there, some of which is already on YouTube. Be sure to check out Knowing with Nicolas Cage. I'm pretty sure that's still there. The link is there already, you know, it's in the description. And yeah, and the other thing this Freddie Nash guy was on about, he was saying, if you go to the next slide, here he's saying, oh, where, again, the guy, they're still saying, you know, he's cooperating with police or whatever, but this guy's here, Freddie Nash, he's saying, oh, maybe because he's touring as well, he might stay in a place that can't give him, you know, extradition and stuff like that. But you would be even beyond that anyway. So again, with the wiggle room that he was saying, mentioning from the news, because he's saying, oh, proof that he didn't do it. That's the title of his video, right? Yeah, proof singer David did not murder his 15-year-old girlfriend. I mean, what proof did you even give? Just because you think there's wiggle room with the car situation? And as I say, you know, sorry, where they're saying, oh, he might have borrowed the car to a friend or whatever. And then you're saying, what? About him possibly, you know, might use extradition. So why would you even think like that if you're clean? And, you know, and what you've got in your defense or alibi is watertight. Why would you be even, like, you're going to want, you know, you're going to want to, you know, absolve yourself. You know what I mean? Be scot-free. If you know you're scot-free, rather than getting off and it's clearly not watertight and you got off scot-free. Like, what were you saying? Why would he be looking for extradition? That don't make no sense unless this nigga is guilty. Yeah? And unfortunately, again, condolences to, you know, who's going to be the recipient to all the fucked up shit. You know? Obviously, the person that got found in horrible, horrible circumstances at that as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm only seeing the dismemberment talk today. When I was on this about a week back, when I first came across the story, it just said decomposing body, but then now it's got the raw. Okay, chopped up as well. Fucking hell. And was she found, did they say, in the front of the Tesla? Is there space in the back? I'm not even sure. Either way, to be hacked up, sliced and diced like that, like you know what I mean? Like you're not somebody's child or you're not, so you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Any, yeah, if you're not seeing eye to eye, however, like how did it get that bad or whatever the case may be? So that's why it's just so fishy. You know, these people in this limelight, in these situations, you know, whether it's Whitney Houston, whether it's this one, that one, I mean, the list is flipping long, you know, time and time again, mate. So hey, look at this picture 7 here. He's doing one eye symbolism. I mean, come on, man. He's doing one eye symbolism. All right. So yeah, please share the video. Oh, and quickly, the shush tattoo on the last picture. If you go to the last post, it hasn't got parts 4 or whatever on there. But anyway, if you go to that, right up here. If you go to that last post that I did, right? Because when Rihanna showed off that tattoo, and we, you know, we're looking at her blood sacrifices, and one that came up. Point is, that shush stuff is in reference to pledging a oath and allegiance of silence concern. It's all free. It's all freemasonic, yeah. So anyway, if you look, I asked quickly twice. It wasn't like, you know, full blown Chat GPT or whatever, but you know, it is the AI assistant on the Googles. But when I first said it, so if you look at the first one, and then I asked that again because I'm like, hold up. And before when I was looking into this wasn't a thing when, you know, I would have that type of answer and response from AI overview. Before it was no, you go to the pictures, you go to on the Google, which I didn't supply here or facilitate here, so you can just do it yourself easily. You know, look it up, Google Freemasonic oath poses, shushing the finger and stuff like that, and the hidden hand, all this type of stuff. And more than likely, I'm pretty sure you'll find it just as I did. But anyway, if you go to slide 2, now it's like, oh yeah. So the first one is like, oh no, what you want about? No relation with that. And then the next one, I'll just put shush Freemasonic, and then it goes, yep. The binary Freemason often relates to, because on the other slide it says there's no recognized symbol or element of basically no relation, yeah, with Freemasonic this and that. It goes on to talk about, of course, the compass and square Freemason stuff, and but yeah, you can see right here, yeah, to look to the use of ciphers, blah 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 blah. But yeah, secrecy or mastery surrounding Freemasonry, yeah. So again, they found, you know, he's known to have that tattoo. The girl's got that tattoo on the finger. They found it on the body. Of course, that was part of them identifying the girl, right? So again, I'm going to sign out here. Again, I might be back on later. I might do it full video, or we'll see the response to this. We know it's going to get minus views, even though this is going to be the most significant, along with anybody else from this community that's echoing, obviously, because there's going to be more videos. You know, you're going to get Zach's probably going to cover it. There's somebody else going to cover it. But this here, what I've just put out for this girl, again, this is not for clout. This is not for, oh, I'm putting out a video, so I need views. Let's get it on Somebody Died. No. all of these other people, content people putting out, go and find them. And you come back and let me know who's dropped the dub plates. And it's not about, because I'm saying it. I'm on about if you just all echo the information, these people, and shine a light, you know what I mean? Because these people like David and whatnot, oh yeah, they like the limelight. No, let's really put a light on these cockroaches and see what you're saying. They're scumbags. And that's why that movie that comes out tomorrow, whether people's going to say it's rubbish or not, the movie called Him. Again, if you're not up to speed, be sure to read in the comments and watch the video. And I think I did an update the other day, and it might only say in the title of the video. So and it might not be in the thumbnail, but one of them's got the the whole Him thumbnail, etc. Right? With the overlay, how to do the writing or whatever. And of course Columbo. And but yeah, the amount of people that are just gonna be, oh, it's just you don't really get many horror movie sports films. These times, the irony of just the whole flex of just like, really? These times, the whole shit's playing out. Like, how many weird, suspicious sports deaths has this community over here covered in the time that we've been here? Wow. Like, are you taking the piss? Showing you the same numbers over and over again. Some of which may even help to, for you to have realization of something forthcoming. The next game, the points will be this, or who's going to win the season. But as I say, be sure to look up what's that guy's name that died, man? Arsenal and I can't remember the other team he played for. But anyway, I done a Kevin Campbell video. Find my Kevin Campbell video. Yeah, find them, or the live stream tab. And one of them just slipped my mind just now. What was one of them I was going to say? And of course, go through Zach's entries, go through other people's entries. Yeah, again, number games with Zachary K. Hubbard. Or just type number games with Zach, or you'll find him on my community wall posts. And of course, others. Shout out to Decoding with Cody. Shout out to Dr. Savage. And more. Shout out to Amy. Shout out to, what's the other guy's name? I just saw him pop up. Cable X, or oh my god, I can't remember the new name of your channel now. Is it Cable Dialectics? I think it's the Dialectics or something like that. But anywho, let me get out of here. Catch you on the rebound.
The worst thing to call somebody is crazy. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
Oh shit, I forgot to change the banner for the whole show, Well, it's up there now. I'll keep it up for a minute.
Somebody is crazy. It's dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick. crazy.